What's up guys, Blade Master here, going to be bringing you yet another Total War Rome 2 online battle. This is another replay from the Big Blade Balance Tournament. It's still taking me a while to get it right. The Big Blade Balance Tournament, the Big Blade Balance Tournament, the Big Blade Balance Tournament. Another round 1 match, of course. This is played in Mons Regius in the winter. And honestly, it looks beautiful. I keep sucking the dick of this map all the time, so I'm going to stop. Bobi has decided to take RDI in this match, and he is fighting up against Warner95, and Warner95 has taken Syracuse. So we're seeing Syracuse yet again after the magnificent display of Jaw, which is I think the previous battle in the channel, and you guys should definitely take a look at that if you haven't already. Beautiful use of pikes. Let's see if there are any pikes brought by Warner in this match. He's brought 4 archers, I believe, and he has not brought any pikemen. He's instead brought a bunch of incredibly heavy mass units. He's brought 3 militia hoplites who, as we all know, have very heavy mass, making them super slow and not really very effective. He's brought a total of 4 thorax hoplites, including some which have single experience chevrons, and of course a thorax hoplite general, I believe. Was that the general? Yeah, that's the general. He's got a couple of mercenary veteran hoplites. He's brought a couple of mercenary Samnite warriors, and he's brought a total of 3 thorax swordsmen as well. And there's another mercenary Samnite over there. So there's 2 mercenary Samnites on the right flank, and then 3 thorax swordsmen in the center. He's got a solitary skirmisher cavalry there, and a Hippeus lancer behind. Before I talk about how good his build is, let's take a look at Bobi's as quickly as possible. It looks like Bobi's gone for a pretty standard RDI, hoplite munching army. He's brought I think 4 Illyrian noble hoplites, and he's brought a couple of Illyrian hoplites. Brought 3 Tarentine cav, and I think it's just a mixture of 4 axe warriors and 4 Celtic warriors. But the cool thing is he's brought 3 slave slingers. Now, the slave slingers I think are an excellent unit to bring, because if Syracuse brings Balearic slingers, you want the slave slingers. Slave slingers have a 50% or 60% missile block chance, making them as good as the Germanic slingers. The reason why you never see them being brought is because there's no real weakness of RDI to missiles in the first place. But against, if Syracuse brought 3 mercenary Balearics, then you don't really want some slingers to trade a cost effectively with them. Mercenary Axe Warrior is here with a double experience chevron, charging into militia hoplite. Is going to smash through them very, very quickly. Possibly the best unit for the Axe Warriors to take on. The lack of companions in this Syracuse army is very, very questionable, and I think that's probably going to be the downfall if Syracuse loses this game. Because imagine the amount of damage that... nice little movement here. The Samnite warriors pull back, the Thorax swordsmen pull back, and the Thorax hoplites charge into the Axe Warriors, but they take the brunt of the damage there from that Axe Warrior charge. And here, Celtic warriors and Illyrian hoplites charging in, getting caught by the mercenary veteran hoplites, who also got a charge in, getting a decent number of kills there. Here, mercenary Samnite warriors are going to come into the mercenary Axe Warriors. And all across the field, it looks like Thorax hoplites are fighting against the first line of mercenary Celtic warriors, while the Illyrian noble hoplites are being kept in reserve. Smart move. Bobi's used the Illyrian hoplites to to just form up with the mercenary Celtic warriors and take down mercenary veteran hoplites that way. Here, the Illyrian noble hoplites general of Bobi is actually in pretty deep shit. The Thorax swordsman fighting them head on. He's popped hoplite phalanx in battle rhythm, which will make them very, very strong. But the militia hoplite, which has come in with a rear charge and popped hoplite phalanx, will do a decent bit of damage, I think. The archers here very susceptible to getting killed by mercenary Tarentine cavalry. The slave slingers anyway doing a good job. The Hippeus lancer here has gotten caught by a bunch of different units, which is why some companion would have been perfect, and in general some more units, some more numbers in cavalry would have been perfect. You can't have a solitary Hippeus lancer; they're not really going to do too much. But anyway, he's managed to pull them out fairly effectively, and he's bringing a mercenary veteran hoplite and a thorax hoplite here. But it's just so many units that they're fighting up against. The Hippeus lancer is about to get destroyed by 3 mercenary Tarentine cavalry, smashing into them. The Illyrian noble hoplites general still remains a concern for Bobi, but the militia hoplite got rear charged, and thorax swordsman is not doing too much. The mercenary veteran hoplites are doing a great job against this mixture of Celtic warriors and Illyrian hoplites. No reason, I don't really see why neither of them really popped hoplite flanks in that particular engagement, but thorax hoplites here are going to kill off the mercenary axe warriors and the Illyrian hoplites. But the second line of Illyrian Noble Hoplite is definitely going to be very painful. But this Illyrian Noble Hoplite not doing too well. The Hippeus Lancer has actually gotten into the rear, getting some good kills on the Slave Slingers. And if they can get a rear charge, that's going to be really, really painful. If he can get a nice trample charge onto the rear of maybe something like a Illyrian Noble Hoplite General or something like that, that could be really, really devastating. This rear charge is going to cause a pretty big morale shock among the Illyrian Hoplites and the Mercenary Celtic Warriors. Illyrian Hoplites actually have expert charge defense. I was literally about to try and say that Illyrian Hoplites don't have expert charge defense, but that's crazy. These guys actually do have expert charge defense. They have ECD. That's dope. They do have a really good charge as well, though. 20 charge bonus is pretty decent for a unit that costs only like 650 talents, I believe, 600, 700 talents. Illyrian Noble Hoplites here racking up the kills against Thorax Hoplites, but this little combination of these two Hoplites is going to be too powerful for the Illyrian Noble Hoplites to handle. And this, if he really needs that Hippeus Lancer to hit the rear of this Illyrian Hoplite so that he can free up all of these units and then go and start attacking the general. Bobby's general is in pretty big trouble. The skirmisher cavalry is firing their javelins, getting some kills on the Illyrian Noble Hoplite general. Honestly, they'd be better off just chasing off and killing these retreating units, but I think the Hippeus Lancer is doing that right now. The Thorax Hoplite general is trying to kill off some of the mercenary Tarentine cavalry, but he's going to have his hands full. The Illyrian Noble Hoplites are going to kill off this Thorax Swordsman pretty soon. What are the mercenary Samnite warriors doing? The Thorax Swordsman here, only 40 kills. What about the mercenary Samnites? They were on the right flank, right? They're doing much better, but they're fighting up against pretty shittier opponents. But the mercenary Axe warrior with the double experience chevron, I would think would do pretty decently in that sort of scenario. Here, the Thorax Hoplite got a fairly decent uninterrupted charge against Illyrian Noble Hoplites. And it all depends on that Hippeus Lancer, I think. The Tarentine cavalry doing a very good job of killing off enemy archers, but these engagements are a bit too premature in my opinion. This is a good engagement right here, but this mercenary Tarentine cavalry is going to get cut down for really not much of use. Because the slave slingers anyways are going to kill off the archers. They were never going to be much of a threat, but holy shit, okay, never mind. They got 60 kills in a single XP chevron. Fuck, okay, never mind. I don't even know what they killed. There's just so much going on. This is a massive fight. The archers coming back, and they can get some beautiful shots onto the Illyrian Noble Hoplites here, and they should probably just move this way, and then they can get good shots onto a lot of different opponents. The Hippeus Lancer, 17 men only remaining. The Slave Slinger actually getting a single XP chevron by getting some very, very good shots onto the Hippeus Lancer. Now, they've done their duty though, 197 kills. But honestly, I would have much rather seen them focus in on this Illyrian Noble Hoplite and try and kill off the general. The RDI don't have disciplined units, so by killing off the general, that could inflict a pretty big morale penalty here. It's looking quite a bit more. I think Bobi, in the middle of it, wasn't in good shape, but now I think he's doing a fair bit better because the mercenary Tarentine cavalry are going to be quite a nuisance, although he has lost a few of them. This one still has around 47 men, which is pretty decent. The Thorax Hoplites here are going to kill off the Illyrian Noble Hoplites, but honestly, this is what is going to win or lose you the game. If you can pull out your what he's doing now, smart job by Warner, pulling out his Thorax Swordsman, getting a javelin volley off onto the mercenary Tarentine, and if he can't chase, we obviously can't catch them. He'll just get another consecutive charge onto the Illyrian Noble Hoplite, but he should take his time. He should go around and then hit them that way. This mercenary Samnite warrior, one good thing about Samnite warriors is that they'll last forever. But if they get rear charged and get rear shot like this by slave slingers, I don't know how long they'll last. So honestly, the slave slingers are doing an excellent job for Bobi. The Thorax Swordsman still chasing after the Tarentine cavalry, and the Illyrian Noble Hoplite general got attacked in the rear by Thorax Swordsman, who have done really well. For not bringing any mercenary companion cavalry, Warner's actually done pretty decently. Mercenary Samnite warriors here down to 62 men, 1/3 strength, and this mercenary axe warrior is about to get a triple XP chevron. I mean, they were already at double XP, but still they've done a very, very good job. But that's the problem with RDI. If you pick RDI, then with the current rules, you're forced to put some experience upgrades on units, and we all know that's not the most cost-effective way to spend your money. Slave slingers though, destroying Samnite warriors, getting beautiful rear shots onto them in the wintry snow. They're not going to like that. They're broken now, but they're going to get shattered very, very soon. That's a massive unit. That is a massive unit. The problem with the Sam Knights was exposed there. They only have 55 morale, which means that a rear charge when they're around half strength is going to rout them almost definitely. Mercenary veteran Hoplites done pretty decently, 148 kills, but they are going to lose out to the Illyrian Noble Hoplites. The Thorax Hoplite General, I have no idea how, but the Illyrian Noble almost dead. 34 man only remaining. And what about the General is wavering for Bobi, which is very, very bad for him. But if the Thorax... beautiful job. I was just about to say. Thorax Hoplites actually... The Thorax Swordsmen actually get a good charge in, counter charge against the Axe Warriors. Or sorry, the Mercenary Celtic Warriors. And another Illyrian Hoplite is going to come back to support. Celtic Warriors done well. Thorax Swordsmen going to kill off both of them. I think both of them are too worn out to really kill them off. This Mercenary Veteran Hoplite is wavering now because of a rear charge from this Mercenary Tarantine. They're proving to be quite the nuisance and could just be the game changer for Bobi. Haven't gotten too many kills, but those rear charges at those opportunistic times is going to be crucial. Could just seal the deal for him. The Illyrian Noble Hoplite has routed over there, but there is an Illyrian Noble Hoplite at 91 men against a Thorax Hoplite at 126. I would pull out with my gen. That's too much. That's way too dangerous. And they're busy. they're busy. They're busy celebrating when they just got charged at by an Illyrian Noble Hoplite. Here, though, a lot of the Mercenary Celtic Warriors General recently died, and you can see that's why I kept saying that chasing after the General and trying to kill off the Illyrian Noble Hoplite General would have been a huge blow. It is a huge blow now. General recently died. A lot of them just routed. This Mercenary Celtic Warrior, luckily for Bobi, is just remaining at Shaken. That's a Mercenary Sam Knight Warrior at 55 men is coming in to support. The Illyrian Noble Hoplites get a counter charge, and that is going to be pretty crucial. But this Thorax Hoplite should get a counter charge against this Illyrian Nobles. But yeah, it looks like the Illyrian Noble, the second line, is just going to be a bit too strong for Bobi at this point. He does have this MVP Slave Slinger here. That somehow, even though the General, they only have 25 morale, the General recently died and they have 0 ammo, but they still want to fight. I don't know what's going on. The Thorax Hoplite General here going to get a double XP shotgun. Bobi's done very well with his gen, but he is going to die to this Illyrian Noble Hoplite. But the Sam Knight Warrior is back with 38 men. Could get a good charge in, but it's going to be too little, too late for Bobi, in my opinion. There's still, this Illyrian Noble Hoplite at 94 men is going to win him the game. Militia Hoplite, only 51 men remaining. They're not going to be any sort of difference maker. He's pulling back with his Mercenary Sam Knight, so he's trying to get a counter charge with his Thorax Hoplite. Can I just please take a quick screenshot? Actually, see, yeah, I think one of them is going to kill the other. Boom. This, kids, is how you take a proper screenshot. And we just put it in slow motion. Perfect. Right, so the Illyrian Noble Hoplite coming back to hit the Thorax Hoplite General. The Thorax Hoplite General is exhausted, and he is not a strategic general. He's instead a rally general. Commander General. Again, fainting a charge with the Mercy Sam Knight Warrior. But now the Slave Slingers are back in here to try and hold down the Thorax Hoplite. They're going to get a rear charge, but they're honestly not going to do anything. Imagine now they just get a fuck ton of kills. But the Mercy Sam Knights here get a charge in. 25 charge bonus is very good for a Mercy Sam Knight, I think. But the 30 charge bonus of the Illyrian Noble is just going to completely smash them off. Wow, the Slave Slingers actually get a melee kill on the Thorax Hoplite. Good job. It looks like Bobi is going to just narrowly win this game. Well played to Warner. Well played to Bobi. This was an excellent match, very epic wintry match in Monster GS, and that's the thing about Monster GS. A lot of isolated pockets of battles, which ultimately favors RDI a bit more than Syracuse, especially a Syracuse army which lacks the maneuverability of companion cavalry. The Tarantine could have been a nuisance for the companions, but I think that he definitely should have brought 2 companion cav. They would have one-shotted a lot of these mercenary Celtic warriors and mercenary Axe warriors. And the mercenary Axe warriors and Celtics, they did a lot of damage. I mean, granted, the Illyrian Noble Hoplites got some ridiculous amount of damage, but if he could kill off these guys, he could have killed off a lot of the numbers in this RDI army. And with any 20-man army, the best way they're going to win a game is by swarming the enemy opponent. I just realized that's redundant, by swarming the opponent. And he could have killed off some of the slave slingers as well with the increased maneuverability. Even bringing some Italian noble cavalry would have been okay. But yeah, I think that's what cost him the game. Still very well played to Warner, very well played to Bobi. This is an excellent high level sort of matchup with a lot of charge feints and pulling away from hoplite phalanx and getting counter charges. Excellent game. Hope you guys enjoyed it and stay tuned for more. Peace.